5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Para sa akin, art is produced from our creative mind. Kasi di ba usually, hindi kasi tayo makakapag-create ng isang magandang art or ng portrait without, di ba, minsan kasi doon natin nilalagay yung feelings natin or yung message na gusto natin i-express dun sa mga makakita ng art na ginagawa. So para sa akin is, yun nga yung art, use us to express feelings, ideas, and messages.
Yung art. Art is, sa tingin ko yung art is yung anything na na-express ng mind mo, ng feelings mo, sa pamamagitan ng pagsusulat, pag-drawing, pag-sculpture, yung mga ganong paggawa ng kanta. Yung art is, example yan yung parang pag-ibig. Kasi, kaya mong ipakita yung nararamdaman yung nasa expression. Ganun yung art. That's how art works, pa. Yun lang.
Filipinos are naturally artistic. Although majority of us have limited views on art, it doesn't hinder us to appreciate it. Just take a look at our nature, the place we live, the things we use into ourselves. But what fascinates us more is how art transcends through time. When we were given the task of making a documentary, ideas start to pour. We have everything planned up to the very last detail until we're informed that it has to be Angono in Rizal or the National Museum. We're bummed, of course, but chose Angono Rizal because it is the art capital of the Philippines. And we thought what it has to offer. We had the initial idea of visiting galleries and interview random people. And that is until we stumbled upon a page that settled where we would want to be. The municipality of Angono in Rizal is labeled as the art capital of the Philippines. Not only because this is where national artists Carlos Botong Francisco and Lucio San Pedro hail from, but because of its various restaurants, slash galleries, private art museums, street murals, and how their art is reflected in their festivities and real life. took our trip on September 11, 2016, with Scrapyard Cafe as our starting point. We asked the tricycle driver to bring us to the nearest church, and we are glad that the driver gave us tips on what to see in Angono and how to go to our destination. He stopped at Barangay Poblacion Itaas, and we are immediately drawn by two things: the second gallery of Carlos Botong Francisco and the reliefs installed on the walls, which is created by local artist Charlie Anorico. We were amazed at how many reliefs and stone sculptures are found in the area. The stone reliefs by Anorico are based on the actual murals of Botong Francisco. And there is even an embossed lyrics of Lucio San Pedro's Ugoy ng Duyan. We thought, so this is just a glimpse. Once we reached the San Clemente Parochial Church, we asked for guidance for our trip and grabbed the opportunity to take pictures outside as respect to the ongoing. As first-timers in the area with a limited budget, we decided to take a walk, got a little lost, take a break, and walk again, until we reached the Municipal Hall, which is under renovation. We saw the gigantes and other sculptures and took pictures. It is already past noon when we arrive at our destination. We took a ride because we are unfamiliar with the place, and it may take a lot of time to go up by feet. The road is steep and winding, but the picturesque view distracts us from that fact and is gratifying. We barely contain our excitement on what we will see once we get there. Petroglyphs are defined as images created by removing part of a rock surface by incising, picking, carving, or abrading as a term of rock art and are often associated with prehistoric people. Being a site of National Museum makes the entrance fee to Angono Binangonan Petroglyphs free. We entered the tunnel-like structure and marveled at what we see at the end of it. There are plants and trees that makes a one-of-a-kind hiking experience. We reached the main side and was greeted by Mr. Roden Santiago, who happens to be the OIC and the museum guide of the Angono Binangonan Petroglyph site. He started with the do's and don'ts and proceeded with telling us the facts about the site. He described the petroglyphs as authentic, original, and unique. In March 1965, Carlos Botong Francisco, a noted muralist and a national artist, reported to the National Museum the existence of a rock shelter located in the hills near the boundary between Binangonan and Angono province of Rizal. The rock wall was reportedly incised with drawings, and according to him, the drawings were of various types, frog-like and lizard-like, and appeared to be very old. The discovery was quite accidental, and happened when Mr. Francisco was on a field trip with a troop of Boy Scouts. In the hills, they rested in a rock shelter which had been used by Filipino guerrillas of the Second World War. While lying down, Mr. Francisco noticed deeply etched lines high on the rock wall, which upon closer inspection he discovered to be drawings of some kind. He recognized in these drawings what artists call a primitive quality. Being uncertain, he withheld any conclusion until he had reported it to the National Museum for proper evaluation. Upon his return to town, he inquired from among the old residents of Angono for any information about the rock shelter. He was told that there really were drawings known to be in rock shelter in the hills, but that nobody in town, even among the old folks, gave any significance to them at all. Realizing the possible cultural and historical value of these drawings, he reported the find to the National Museum. The Angono Petroglyph site is culturally significant because of a series of historic, aesthetic, scientific, and social values ascribed to it. Historically, the site represents probably the oldest rock art in the Philippines, which is unique in being executed with a deep engraving technique. It has scientific value. For further investigation of its cultural context and date, its place in local folklore, and its ecological interest for being situated in a relief forest area. The aesthetic value of the anthropomorphic engravings and of their forested environmental setting is high. The rock shelter site itself has a social value, having long been known to local people and having various traditions associated with it. The symbolic value of the Angono petroglyphs is increasingly important to the Filipino people as an outstanding example of their heritage that has few parallels within Southeast Asia. Mr. Rodan Santiago informed us that in 1996, the ABP site is listed as one of the 100 most endangered sites by the World Monument Watch because of the vandalism done by its previous visitors. And because of this, the management decided to put up a viewing deck to conserve it. There are holes present in the rock shelter due to the roots and the vegetation present in the area. We can't describe what we actually felt upon seeing such prehistoric art. Apparently, we are not the only one who came to appreciate the place. We met the visitors, Mr. Pierre Charlotte and Miss Patricia Hipolito, and asked for a short interview.
Honestly, I really didn't know. It's like I knew that we were gonna see some carving on the wall, but I didn't know what it would be like, like the museum, because what we read is that it's on the endangered site of the UNESCO. So I was
Top
like,
10, no?
yeah. So I was actually worried that it would be, yeah, exactly, it would be really damaged and everything. But actually, I think it's quite well maintained, and the infrastructure are fine. I mean, like it's nice to observe and to appreciate the thing. So it's actually good.
So any final thoughts after having the tour?
Oh, yeah, there is a guide. So actually, what I really think is bad is that they should definitely put an entrance fee and a donation box, because okay, obviously it will be hard. I mean, sure it will be. It doesn't have to be expensive.
For the historical value it
Yeah,
presents.
yeah, for the historical value it presents, and since there are infrastructure and guides and everything, I mean, it's not like you get nothing. So definitely,
Worth
it would
some
be
value.
nice.
Thank you.
The time passes quickly and we have to go. As we head back, we realize that there is more than the petroglyphs. It is how such art brought us back in time and make us think, how about in the future? We'll come back someday and maybe we'll tag someone along to share what we've experienced.
Dito na. Oo nga, ang ganda. Pag paganto.